Hello, welcome to the call center. How can we make your day better?
Press 1 for some laughs, press 2 for unfiltered takes, and press 3 to speak to absolutely no one. Because let's be real, we just here for the vibes.
That's right. We're two brown guys with a hotline to all things life, culture, and chaos. So buckle up and enjoy the call.
You.
What's up, guys?
Oh, okay, Rugby starting it. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
What's up, guys? Show must go on, so we miss you, Praveen.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the call center. You guys are hosting me, Aaron, and then as Rugby just said, Praveen's not here. He's okay, or we can hope.
Yeah, he's good.
He's
good. You know.
But Rugby's here. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have a fun episode. Rugby especially want to talk about this topic, and so as y'all can see from the title of the episode, we're talking about the worst haircuts we've ever had. Rugby, do you want to start?
I mean, I was gonna say you can start.
Oh, I can start. So
Yeah.
So I was losing hair for a minute. So I've had there was this transition period where I was having bad haircuts, but then I met a barber and my friend named Don Tavis, and he saved my life. I'm just joking, but he saved my haircut life. In the sense of he really understood hair and helped me look like he was doing miracles on my head, making me feel like I had much more hair than I did. But one of my worst experiences was
The Korean shop, isn't it?
that's funny. It might not be, but that's up there. You know what I'm saying? That's up there. So Praveen and Rugby took me to a Korean store. So Rugby had this phase where he was really into Korean culture. And so he traveled about 50 minutes to get this haircut. And so this was right before COVID, right? 2019, I think.
Yes.
And so for some reason, the haircut place I was going to is super expensive. So I was saving money and I accompanied them one day. And yeah. So I usually go to barbershops, or I started going to barbershops once I got into college. And this was not a barbershop. It was a nice lady. It was a Korean lady. You know, nothing wrong with them. They do Rugby's haircut well. But for me, they just pushed my hairline back so much. And you see, like, you know when you have the side parts, right? How they're supposed to edge it up and, you know, whatever. She just, pushed it all back. It was a big square. And I had to go to work. You know, I had to live life. And that was a traumatic experience.
The only thing I remembered from that was, you were like, man, the disrespect, dude.
Yeah, bro. The disrespect. She just, like, she took, so the barbershops I go to, they take like 45 minutes to an hour to do your haircut, right?
I see.
She did it in 45 seconds. And I was just like, yo, like, she just got the freaking, what is it called? The cutter, the buzzer?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I said, bzz, 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 and yeah, you're done. And I said, hold up. Like, no fade, nothing. She just cut the side down, cut the top down, and then pushed my hairline back. And I said, that was an experience, man.
That was the last time you showed up in there.
Oh, yeah, I never went back. I don't even know where the place is. I told Praveen and Rugby, I said, this ain't happening, bro. I'm not coming back to this place. But you went back. You know, did you have a bad haircut experience there?
I mean, I got like, I think 2
But
experiences.
you used to get perms there, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think my bad experience with her was, I mean, she was doing my regular perm good, right?
Yeah.
But the problem was she kept, pushing for new things, right? So perming my hair and coloring it in the same time, same session, right? That's a bad combination, man, because, you just burn all your roots and things like that. So I was like slightly like balding a little bit. So I'm just like, man, what the heck's going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I used to get my my eyebrows done there too. So I was like, lady.
Now, I have a story with eyebrows after you're done. Yeah.
Yeah. So lady, I was just like, I was telling her, yo, I was bleeding. She waxed me.
Dang.
She pulled it. And like, that's why she gotta wear gloves and stuff, right? She wasn't wearing gloves, man. She got like.
You think she was just
nails.
experimenting on you?
Man,
Like she was just like, I can't believe this dude is coming so often. We just gotta see his limits.
I mean, I've been going there for like years, yo.
Are you still going there?
No,
Okay.
I had to split ways.
Yeah. So you were talking about eyebrows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, so I think, in the 10th grade, right? To this day, I believe the dude purposely did it. And I think he did it just to mess with me because I was 14 or whatever. And
Was it a clean shave?
my mom took me to a place on Northampton, right? It was
Mm.
this random truck stop. I don't know why. But,
Oh wait, is this truck stuff?
yeah, I don't...
Dude, I think I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I got a haircut there.
Oh
And
my
the
gosh.
haircut was fine. Like, I don't remember. It was like, I think during the summer. So he cut it down and buzzed it up. But then he said, do you want your eyebrows cut? And I said, no. While I'm saying no, he didn't wait. He didn't wait. He just said, zzz, like he just cut it. Like he cut it, like just off. And I was like, there's no way.
No, so there's nothing. There was nothing.
There
left?
was nothing.
Oh, dude.
And not even like a trim, bro. He cut it off. So to this day, I'm like, the dude had to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like he had to be like messing with me, bro.
Was it both or just one?
So he did one, and I was just like, I looked at him because I said no. And at this point,
I wish I had a picture of this.
right? At this point, what am I going to do with one? Might as well cut the other one off. Right? So he evened it out. But till this, I never went back, and I don't remember what my mom's reaction was. But
Well, I
bro,
can relate to you at least. Remember when I burned half my face? I lost this. Remember that?
Oh yeah, but that was more. That wasn't the haircut.
Yeah.
You want to explain how you burn half your face? Go ahead, bro.
So basically, I think that was during COVID already, isn't it? Or that was before it was official. I think that was before official. I guess I just got back from South Korea at that time. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I
right,
don't
that's right.
remember when.
Yeah, so basically,
That wasn't COVID time. It was before.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
But it was definitely like that December then
Yeah.
COVID happened. But anyhow, what happened was me and Praveen, I was in this phase, I was just being productive and I was learning new skills, so tried cooking, so I got really passionate about it, so I kind of brought it to the next level, you know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I can do Korean fried chicken, right?
Mm.
It's like double fried. I was like,
Mm.
well, I can do single fry already.
Mm.
So, just a little push, double fry,
Yeah.
right? So the thing is, me and Praveen, we're both novice
Mm.
with cooking, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Praveen don't know how to cook anything, so he's
So,
not even a novice.
I don't know, but it was a mess because it's basically blind leading the blind, you know. What I mean?
Yeah.
It's already a bad combination, you
Yeah.
know. So what happened was, we were wondering why the chicken keeps burning, right? So we're like, man, why does it keep burning? All these things, right?
Yeah.
So in the last, we actually finished cooking already,
Mhm.
but the problem is we left the pot close
Mm.
with hot oil, and all the pressure just started building up,
Mhm.
and the stove was already like off also, but it's was it induction
I don't know
stove?
the.
Yeah, it was induction stove is the electrical one, right?
Yeah.
So for those, once you turn it off, it's not instantaneous, right? Takes a while to cool
Yeah.
down. It's
Yeah.
still hot because it's induction stove. It maintains the heat, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we just started smelling, seeing black smoke and smelling, we're just losing our breath, whatever. So I brought it outside. The thing is, when you introduce oxygen back to,
Yeah.
yeah. So basically, introduce that, boom, kaboom. The only thing I saw was like orange, man. Seriously,
Yeah.
that was it.
Bro, I'm so
Then-
grateful your eyes are okay.
Yeah, good thing I had my glasses on during
Yeah.
the time. So yeah, what happened was I saw the orange. Then it was just like an automatic reaction. Go to the side, right? So it burned like pretty much half my eyebrow. Or
You got a
whatever.
natural bleach.
Yeah, I got a natural bleach too. Then Praveen told me
Yeah.
because he was on the other side, different
Yeah.
perspective, right? Third
Yeah.
person, right? He was telling me, yeah, dude, the only thing I saw was like a big firewall, so it was like up to the ceiling, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, the only thing I saw was like a flash of orange.
Yeah.
Then I already know it's coming out.
Yeah.
So, so
Yeah.
that's the closest thing to
Yeah.
dragon bread.
For people who don't know, when hot oil is on the stove, don't put water on the oil. So what he means is, because there was a pan of oil and they put a lid to cool, like, because they were done. But when it's hot, there's
the pressure was building in all that
is
heat
it
was still
precipitation?
captured.
No,
Yes.
it's precipitation.
It's building up on the.
So it's building up the
on
water
the
with the
top.
evaporation. It builds up the water on the lid.
Yep. In the
So it
top.
slowly starts dripping into the oil.
Yep.
And then again,
Once
when
you
put
open it up,
oxygen,
then it drop.
it's
Yeah.
just bow,
Bow.
you know. So there was that, but
And that's the reason why I suck at chemistry.
yeah, it took a few times to pass that class.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
You feel me?
I will say though, man, when I was younger, I didn't have too many. I didn't really have any bad haircuts. There was one time, I don't remember where I went, but I think it was Great Clips. Okay, so this was during my K-pop phase, or no, this was after my K-pop
Is that
phase.
the one in Military Circle Mall back then?
No, Janif.
Okay. Sounds
And
familiar.
so I asked for, a nice side thing or whatever. But the dude, what he did was he gave me a mohawk, basically. He kept the top and went skin on the sides. I walked into the house. My dad said, "Get out." My dad said, "Get out. Just don't even come back home." Because it was just the top, and then this was all gone. Like,
Oh my gosh.
straight gone. Bro, when I tell you that was a bad haircut. That was a bad haircut. And so there was that. And my only other experience was with dyeing my hair, right? So this was during
I didn't know you dyed your hair.
Yeah, I dyed my hair in 2013. So this is during my K-pop phase, right?
Wait, is this before I
This
met
was
you?
before, we met. This
Okay,
was
okay.
So this was the summer right after high school ended, right?
Okay.
So I was feeling myself, I was really into K-pop, and I didn't realize I didn't have the hair that they did.
Mhm.
But I wanted to get highlights. I wanted to get like blonde highlights.
So they
Right.
bleach and do all
So I
that,
went
right?
to, again, not saying anything bad, but hair cutting and great clips are not my places to be. And it took me a while to learn that.
Mhm.
So I went to hair cuttery, and I asked the lady I want to dye my hair,
Mhm.
right? So I told her I want highlights. And I told her blonde, and she said, "No, don't do blonde. Like, do like orange or something." So I said, "Okay, cool. Like, sure, I'll take your advice." And keep in mind, I asked for highlights. So what are highlights? Highlights are different parts of your hair
Yeah.
are supposed to be highlighted. Homegirl,
She turned you to McDonald's.
she turned the front of my head to McDonald's. She grabbed a patch of my head in the front and highlighted the whole front. Not the whole head, just the patch in the front. I'll put up a picture in this podcast where y'all can see. When I tell you, bro, it didn't look bad because I made it work later, but that wasn't highlights. And when my dad saw that, he was like, "Get out." I got in the car. He picked me up in the bed, and he said, "Get out."
It just reminded me of early 2000s.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think Justin, was it Timberlake? I think
He had highlights, blonde,
he had.
blonde
Yeah,
tips.
yeah.
Yeah. What about you, man? Any other stories with you, with your hair, and experiences like that?
I mean, for me, I don't know. I just feel like they just want to hurt me, man. One time, I mean, I think the haircut was okay, but I think she cut like a piece, like she cut me in my ear or something when she was like, doing my sideburns and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, come on, lady, I let it slide the first time, right? For some
Yeah.
reason, man. I mean, I just keep going back. They
Yeah.
do it again the second time. It's like
Yeah.
the same thing with the eyebrows. They waxed me twice. Same thing, I kept bleeding, so I was like, okay, no
Yeah.
more eyebrows for you guys. I'm
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
So I mean, I had one phase also when they I got my whole, I think that. I think pretty sure you remember that when they shave all my hair.
No.
You don't
I
remember that?
No.
I think I did. Did I?
You shaved your head?
Yeah, I could have sworn I've done that. I think that was before what's his name? Yeah, when we did the trip with the Rubin, we went to North Carolina.
You shaved your
I
head?
think I shaved it. Yeah, cause I was
You
trying
had
to.
hair in the photos.
Yeah, I know it was somewhat like growing, but before that time, I think I
Mm.
shaved it all. I remember.
I only time I think I ever shaved my head was I think like in middle school and high school. My mom used to do it in the summer.
I just want to even out everything out. That's why I
No.
did it. I did it for ROTC also in the Philippines back then.
What's the most you ever paid for a haircut?
Ooh. I mean, that's probably. I mean, are we counting just here in the United States or
Yeah,
back home
or
also?
wherever.
I mean, I think in the Philippines was probably the cheapest for me. I mean, they did it in like 3 minutes, yo.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
But it was good. It's not like,
Yeah.
what you experienced, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that was. Ooh. That's probably 25 cents.
Yeah, I
Seriously.
translate to here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But what's the most expensive?
Ooh. Most expensive is probably around 120,
Mm.
130. That includes, the perm,
Yeah.
haircut.
Okay, so you did a lot. I think my most expensive was, and I regretted it because I didn't think it was worth it.
Was that
'Cause
the
I-
orange patch?
No, it wasn't
I
that.
was gonna say.
Because I hate when I go to barber shops and they suggest something and you're just like, sure, because you're kind of pressured into the moment,
Mm-hmm.
and then they end up charging another $20. I think the most I spent was 80, and I like hated the fact that I spent $80.
You just reminded me of I guess for guys it's the haircut, but for girls it's the nails. Like when they start recommending like, do you want the gel?
The gel, yeah, bro. Nah. So yeah, I remember when I think I spent 80, but I got a haircut while I was in India. But in India, so for $100, I got 4 people. Okay, get haircut, pedicure, manicure, facial
All at the same time.
for about 4 people for $100.
Oh wow.
Right.
That's pretty good.
So I got a facial, and this was a fun experience in India. So in India, when they're doing this whole thing, it's like haircut didn't take too long. He just did a simple fade. They don't like barbershops here are very like advanced in how long they take and being tuned to the details, right? But whenever you go into other countries, it's just a simple haircut, right?
Yeah.
But the facial, bro, so the facial took about like 30 minutes, right?
Ooh.
And so I was laid down, and the dude had to put all the ointment, all the stuff, heat, clean up the rags and, a lot of stuff to my face, right? Like a lot of products and everything. But there was this one point when he was putting the products, like he was putting it here, and then he put it on my nose and blocked my nose, right?
Oh man.
And I couldn't breathe because I was close. Right? And so I'm like, because he's like doing this thing where he's like turning the nose to make sure everything's there.
Yeah.
And there was a moment where I stopped breathing because I was like, okay, it'll be a minute. And he wasn't taking his hand off. And I said, and then he realized homeboy can't breathe. And I say, oh.
Oh my god.
But, bro, that was an experience with the facial in India but after it was done, my face was super clean, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, when that moment when I couldn't breathe, bro, and I was like, but why do you think, bro? So I started going to the barbershop again in college,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I started getting like really nice haircuts, beard edge ups and everything, and slowly doing that. But why do you think taking care of yourself is important?
I mean, it shows your self-love for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very important thing. I mean, self-respect also.
Yeah.
It's just how you present yourself.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's very important.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it also aligns with your mental health.
Yeah.
So if you're not taking care of yourself, something's probably going horribly wrong.
Yeah.
So I think it lines up. It shows a lot.
Yeah, I think here and there, depending on the work field you go to, but I believe that taking care of your, physical appearance, it's like, and of course, if you're able to work out and, do that, but especially like hygiene wise, it just shows that you care about the way you come across, right? You care about being presentful, right? Presentable. You care about being presentable. And I think that goes a long way because it shows that you're not so involved in your own life that you don't care the way you're presenting yourself in front of others, right? Not saying you should always care about the weight of others' opinion, but at the same time, like I remember when I was younger, my aunt was like, we have to look at you, not you, right? Like you only see yourself in the mirror a handful of times throughout the day. Other people see you often, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it was like care about, being presentable to others. And so I really encourage, and sometimes, bro, like even when I do interviews and the people aren't, I'm not saying you got to have a certain haircut. I'm not saying you got to have a certain shirt, but people know what it means when you took the effort to present yourself well.
You are your resume.
Yeah,
basically.
Right. Bro, there was this one dude, bro, I was doing an interview, and homeboy was like, had a messy bed in the background and had his shirt thrown on the bed.
Was he wearing Crocs?
No, and he was wearing a raggedy T-shirt. And again, I tried my best to not care and like again look at the content, but it made it hard because I was like, you're not presenting yourself. This is a video interview, and you don't even care about the mess in the background, right? So it's like, again, some people might argue like, no, care about the technical side, but at the same time, like, I have to care about the way you approach a situation. Right. Because it also shows that you yourself aren't trying to put the best foot forward. Right. Again, I'm not saying you have to dress a certain way, but wearing just a tucked up shirt and a clean white wall, that would have taken him, so much farther. So I think in everything, even
or
with
put
your
a
haircut,
binder of some sort. Like
something to like show that, hey, I'm trying to be clean. Right. I'm trying to be respectful with this interview. This is a high paying job, something like that. But again, it doesn't make or break a situation, but it definitely helps a situation, right? In whatever you're doing or whatever you're facing. Like I always think if you have some time to take care of your hygiene and the way you look, making sure you're always presentable. I feel like you yourself approach things differently. Like you move with more confidence. You're just not throwing yourself around. Is true, yep. Yeah. So any piece of advice for people who are dealing with a bad haircut? Dealing with, eyebrows gone, whatever.
Wear a hat, so.
Has gone a long way,
yeah,
guys.
I mean, you can't really, once it's done,
Yeah. It'll grow back. Unless you're balding. Then, that ain't growing back.
Drink a lot of biotin.
Biotin, whatever that is. And then, try new things, experiment sometimes, but also know what works for you, your head shape, seek some advice from some good barbers. I know the rates right now are
Go
insane.
to Pinterest.
Go to Pinterest. The rates right now for barbershops are insane. So try to find reasonable barbershops. And shout out to Don Tavis. He had a reasonable price for the longest. So he was cutting my hair for the past 3 years. So shout out to, when your barber understands your head, it's just beautiful things, bro. Like,
it's like therapy.
Yeah, it's amazing. You move with so much confidence, right? Yeah. When your haircut look nice, you look nice, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So take care of yourself, guys. Go outside, get a haircut. Maybe once a month at least in the minimum.
Yeah, once a month.
Once a month at least.
I heard 2 weeks was actually the standard.
Yeah, 2 weeks is, but at the same time, if you got bread like that, you know what I'm saying?
Which was shocking to me. Because my haircut lady was telling me that. It's like, yeah, it's supposed to be 2 weeks, really. Whoa, didn't know that.
Yeah, they're trying to make bread, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I've been used to once a month, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's kind of crazy because back then, I think undergrad, I didn't even care, I just grow it. I think the longest I didn't cut my hair was what? 6 or 7 months? My hair was up to here.
Oh, yeah. You used to have longer hair when we were first met.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Man, I always desired to grow my hair long, and I never did. I got about, I think, 6 inches once during undergrad. That was the longest I did. But, neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Maybe one day again, I'll grow long hair out.
I wanted to grow it again, but it is. I mean,
You should
it's
try the
heavy.
wolf cut, bro. The wolf cut's
Wolf
in
cut?
right now. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So let us know, guys, what haircuts y'all are rocking with, or any of y'all's bad experiences and funny moments dealing with this, because I think this is a common problem everybody faces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's had to have a bad haircut sometime in their life.
Yep.
And
I mean, you have to go through it, so
yeah.
you know you'll know what your head's.
Yeah.
You know.
So share
good
us
in
your
your head?
experience. You know, I think everybody's gone through this. I think I remember one time, bro. I cut my hair when I was a kid by myself with scissors,
I did that with my sisters.
and
I
that
got
part
curious.
never grew back correctly.
Already.
Yeah, because I messed it up.
For me, I got curious. So
Yeah, you
I was just
cut their
like, then I got scared. At the same time, I was just like, you know,
How old were you?
I think I was like 5 or 6 or
Oh,
something.
okay.
I just saw scissors. Then I was just like, you know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
start copying like barbers and
Yeah.
you know people, right?
Exactly.
So I was just like, I think I started cutting other things too.
Yeah.
I think I started cutting wires also.
Yeah. I did you cut your hair during COVID? I used to cut
Yeah.
my own hair during COVID.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh crap.
For a few months, I cut my own hair.
I didn't do that to my own.
Yeah.
I know.
There's a
I know.
video.
I know. My dad used to cut my hair too at some point.
Yeah.
I told my dad, Dad, no more," because it wasn't even. I think one of y'all called me out
Yeah.
one time, so I was just like, "Crap, man."
I love parents cutting hair, but I will not do that. I might cut my kids' hair. I don't know if I would. I'll just take it to a barber shop.
Because I was laughing because my dad was cutting my hair. Then he was like, "Oh crap, I can't see." So I'm just like, "You're already halfway. Now you need your glasses."
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining us in this episode. Hopefully it was a fun one for y'all. Appreciate y'all here at the call center. Shout out to Rugby for coming out here. Hopefully we'll see Praveen again soon.
Tip your barber.
Tip your if the prices aren't extraordinary, tip the barber. But if they are, I don't think you need a tip when they're charging $90. You know what I'm saying?
I'll still tip him.
I won't. Rugby's a good guy, bro. If y'all need bread, that's who you go to, not me. So appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.
We see y'all in the call center.
See you guys
Peace out,
next
Girl
time.
Scout.